Hi, Mary Joy. It's Sherry. So let's get busy with your reading. I just want to say, as a member, and thank you for becoming a member, you, you are, you're a Full of Faither, so you get an actual video reading monthly, and I think it's a great thing. So, thank you also for being a patron. And over there, I changed my perks too. So whatever you are over there, I can't remember how I changed the perks, but go read the new description, and you can get a free reading too. I think from being a member over there as well. And yeah, and I have some artwork that I posted over there if you're interested to look at. All right, so let's get busy. So I love this. This is my this first card is the Secret Language of Light. It's one of my new favorite oracle decks. Very beautiful, powerful messages, and I think it's pretty dang amazing that enlightenment came out for you. So you're wondering about Paul. He's your twin flame and your divine masculine. You've been through a lot with him, and you want to know, will you guys allow yourselves to get together again? Will you be happy together if you do? I feel like it's not always, and you're right to ask these things and wonder about these things, because it's not always such an easy transition and translation from the 5D to 3D. Of course, twin flames have amazing sexual chemistry. That's a given almost, but everything outside of that can be very tricky. Communication can be very tricky if in one hand you're communicating psychically, and then now you have to face a regular daily kind of situation. And if that's what you're asking for, well, we'll just see. We're going to find out. Enlightenment's really cool though, okay? So I can't wait to read that to you, because the best way to tell you about that is just to read it. So, evolution is guaranteed. You are waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times, you may feel bewildered or not quite like yourself. Relax, all is well. You're just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. It is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from this higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you in two and heal any wounds. You're not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. This event or person will be blamed for pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine through as wisdom. And of course, the road to enlightenment is a road, right? Just same as, and it's all the same road. And the road, the twin flame journey is a road as well. That was, there was a time where I was going full force in the gym and exercising and losing weight and doing a great job. And somebody asked me, how's your spiritual journey going? I was like, well, I'm not really sure, but I know that physically I'm getting fit. And they said, it's all the same journey, So really, everything is the same road, right? Anyway, so I know a lot of this stuff that you already know, but an interesting thing that happened to me, a disappointment that I definitely cried over, and I considered a disappointment, and even when I reflect on it, I see it as a disappointment sometimes, but this channel grew out of that disappointment. So I feel like it's not about replacing a memory. It's about really truly looking at all the components of the memory acknowledging the disappointed part, or the part where you felt hurt or whatever, but acknowledging also all the other things that came out of it. And if you got to the point where, like, I don't want to be treated this way, I want to give myself self-love, I want to treat myself better, then that was a road to self-love. And that's always a good thing. And so even though our twin flames can hurt us sometimes, I feel like that pain also, like, tears away at certain layers that sometimes we hide behind, or that we use in a way sometimes. And it's almost like, I don't even know how to explain it, but anyway, so let me get back to this card. So the Enlightenment card, if you want to do a meditation for it, place your hand on your heart, close your eyes and breathe deeply, and then think about a flower bud. Feel it stirring and getting ready to open. It has been with you, waiting to unfold since birth. You have held your bud tightly closed to help you feel safe. Right now you're ready to let go and open to the beauty of the inner flower. Awaken to the love that has always been there for you. Feel your heart squeal with delight as your beautiful flower blooms and releases the exquisite aroma of your soul. Your flower expands to embrace you. Float in the center of your flower and become aware of an infinite number of seeds, ready to blossom and release the aroma of your soul. Be in this space of unconditional love. Let it flow through you and activate deeper truths. Stay here for at least a minute. When you feel ready, follow the aroma of your essence through your heart space into the magnificence of your physical body and open your eyes. You created this body so you can play upon the earth. Imagine what else you can create. Some other reflections and actions that you can do is, each time you walk through a doorway, imagine more of you is revealed to you. Draw or color in a mandala. I've done that. I went into a total mandala meditation. A mandala is a design for contemplative meditation that will lead you to your light center. I'm going to have to do some more of that again. You're becoming self-realized. In other words, you are recognizing all the answers you seek are within you. Keep up the great work. And then you can do some journal work. For 7 consecutive days, write or draw 3 signs that stand out in your day, and ask yourself what you were thinking when you saw them. They could be events, a billboard, a book, an emotion or feeling, a person, a symbol, a dream, a song, overheard conversations, a channel message, or information from your guides or angels. All right, and so let's see what your tarot has to say. Let's see if you're going to get to be together, be happy together. So first you have the 4 of Cups. It's kind of like the posture of indifference. And it could be your posture just as easily as his. Then you have the Hierophant. He's kind of the pious one. He is sometimes a little bit superior. This is about the rules and the regulations and the rituals and following things by the book. And I, like, you're showing me his quotes, his pictures, but such a beautiful man, handsome man with, when my twin flame does the same thing, post quotes and things like that. Like, it's almost like a badge of honor, It's like, you look at me, I am this spiritual person. I feel connected because I use these words. And that's great. And I actually think a lot of times people have trouble finding the words, and so other people's words resonate with them, and they're trying to express how they feel through other people's words when they're at a loss of their own, right? But soon enough, they'll be able to find their own words and their own vision. And the thing about the words is, words are great, but the action has to match the words, right? The actions have to go coincide. So he's on his own journey, but look, he has the Hierophant. He has this higher self, guiding him, and he's doing well. And so let's see. We have the 5 of Cups, which is kind of like some kind of morbid attitude, morbid sense of humor, morbid fascination of something. it could be a sense of letting something fail before it begins because of a morbid sense of attitude or something like that. That's what I see. And then we have the Swords. Ten of Swords is kind of the way sex can be sometimes, It could be like dying in each other's arms. It's like a total transformative experience. It's the little death, right? And the only reason why I bring up sex in this case, and most of the time Ten of Swords just means, some kind of devastation or destruction or something, but it's kind of the minor arcana version of the death card in some ways. In a lot of cards you'll see sort of a light in the horizon or something, but I see this sort of as I would follow you into the dark. This powerful connection is so strong that there is no death because you've experienced it for thousands of years. You've traveled many lives together, possibly, or maybe this is the first time you ever actually physically got to be together, and that physical connection is almost like a death. It's like death and renewal all at once. And then you have the Two of Wands. So here we lighten up a little bit. We get a little bit of encouragement. Two of Wands is saying, yes, but maybe, possibly, there's a chance, a plan for the future, some kind of thing that you can work on, some kind of goal together, some possibility, It's a nice balanced communication and enthusiasm here. And the Two Wands cards that are almost thinking cards are the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, where they're both kind of planning or thinking cards or waiting. But there's no action in those two cards. Although Wands is fire and action, 2 and 3 have no action. They're sedentary cards. So there'll be some right now or here in this phase, there'll be just sedentary planning. And then we've got the Queen of Swords, and this, the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Air. She rules the truth and honesty and justice and things like that. But I kind of get the sense from this one, it's almost a little bit of a disappointment. There's like a lump in her throat, something that she just can't fully express, that's stuck right there in her throat, and she wishes she could express it, but she's not able to. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles traditionally just means like the miser card, the possessive one. But in this case, I feel like I'm seeing it a little bit different. I'm seeing it as kind of opening something, small attempts of opening. Like, she's hesitant because she knows this is the Pandora's box, and if she opens it, you don't know what you're going to find. And so you have to be very delicate about it. So these are small, delicate attempts of opening up to a possibility of another situation, but with a kind of lump in the throat, with a kind of worry or caution or cautionary feeling because of her past pain or past hurts, that kind of thing. And then you have the Eight of Wands. So but quickly the small attempts to open up turns into bigger attempts to passionate need for communication. There's a lack of patience between the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, and then suddenly it becomes a passionate need to just say everything that's on your mind, or that really, like, tired of this distance, tired of walking on eggshells, wanting to really talk. And I think that might propel you into this kind of rites of passage, a transformative time, a transition time, a moving from one state of being to another. This is kind of like your journey has begun. You've gotten into the boat, or some, so to speak. But it's some of the part of the journey is propelled by the universe, and you have to be a willing participant and You have to let go of control and let universe guide you. And then your final card is the Fool, which is just talking about the twin flame journey. And so the journey begins. The journey begins of this whatever we're talking about now, because I feel like you've already been on this twin flame journey, but this is taking a leap of faith, and so something's going to come up, and maybe you've been on the 5D part, and now you're trying to transition from the 5D to the 3D and have an actual relationship. I feel kind of though that this Fool card is, after this, it's just kind of a ... to be continued. And so you might want to ask again next month to see if anything has changed from this month to next month in Spirit's way to explain this to you. Like, what else can they tell you? What else is new? What's different? What's changed? Have you learned anything? Have you done these journaling work or whatever, and these rituals, or what, nothing that's even related to me or this reading, or done other things within your own environment to change. And now and so next month, see what Spirit has next to say to you. But I feel like at least this is hope that you're in the right direction. You are taking a leap of faith, and then that's the right thing to do, because you're transitioning. You're on that road to enlightenment, which is the same road as the twin flame road and the self-love road. All right, well, I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.